It was one of those quiet afternoons that come with age, peaceful, predictable, and just a little too silent. The kind of silence that hums like a soft warning. The kind of silence you grow used to when the house once filled with laughter and footsteps now echoes only with the creak of floorboards and the occasional groan of old plumbing. I had just finished folding the last of the laundry shirts I barely wore, but couldn't bring myself to donate. I sat by the window with a lukewarm cup of tea, watching the autumn leaves swirl across the yard. Each gust of wind scattered them further, like little pieces of time falling away. Then the phone rang. I smiled when I saw the name flash across the screen. "Mark," I said warmly, answering on the second ring. "Hey, Mom." His voice was bright, cheerful. Too cheerful, maybe. "Just checking in. How are you?" "Oh, I replied. "Same old. The mailman still forgets to shut the gate, and your Aunt Leela called again to complain about her hip." He chuckled. "Some things never change, huh?" "No, I suppose they don't." We exchanged the usual pleasantries. He asked if I was eating well. I said yes. He asked about my medication. I lied and told him I hadn't missed a dose. He mentioned how work was keeping him busy and the kids had started back at school. It was nice. Brief, but nice. "Well, I've got to run," he said after a few minutes. "Back-to-back meetings today." "All right, sweetheart. Take care of yourself. You too, Mom. Love you more." I waited for the click of the line disconnecting, but it didn't come. Instead, I heard him sigh. Then a pause. Then faintly, as if he had turned slightly away from the phone, "I'm sending her to a nursing home." My breath caught. "Yeah," he continued, now clearer. I can't keep worrying all the time. She's slipping. The last time I visited, she'd left the stove on. And she still won't let anyone help. It's too much. We've talked about this. She's not safe there alone." I sat perfectly still, the phone pressed tight against my ear. I wasn't supposed to hear this, but I had. Every word felt like a pin to the heart. "She won't like it," Mark said. "But it's not about what she wants anymore. It's about what's best." "What's best? For whom, Mark?" I set the cup of tea down before my trembling hands spilled it across the table. A million thoughts flooded my mind at once, memories of raising him, of bandaging skin knees, staying up through fevered nights, clapping through school plays and college graduations. I remembered holding his hand during his father's funeral, when we were both broken in different ways. And now, all of that was distant. Filed away, I suppose. Under used to be useful. He didn't mean to be cruel. I knew that. Mark had a good heart. He always had. But this wasn't just a decision. This was my life, being handed over to someone else to manage. He didn't hang up right away. He just kept talking to someone, I assume his wife, Rebecca. I stopped listening after a while. I gently set the phone down on the receiver, as if hanging up too hard might shatter the small world I had left. I didn't cry right away. I sat at the kitchen table for what felt like hours. The tea went cold. The light outside dimmed into a soft gray. I could hear the neighborhood children riding their bikes in the street, shouting and laughing. I used to know their names. Now I just watched them from behind the curtains. Was I really losing it? Had I become that woman? I tried to think back. I had left the stove on once, maybe twice, and I'd forgotten a couple of appointments, sure. But who doesn't forget things sometimes? I was 76, not a child. I still cooked my meals, paid my bills, watered the plants. I still had dreams, small ones, yes, but dreams nonetheless. How had it come to this? My own son deciding my future in a quiet conversation I was never supposed to hear. That night, Mark called again. "Hey, Mom," he said cautiously. Not sure if the call fully disconnected earlier. I didn't answer right away. The silence between us stretched thin like glass. Finally, I said softly, "I heard you." He inhaled sharply. "Mom, please," I said. "Don't lie." "Not now." There was a pause. I could hear the tension in his breath, the guilt in his throat. "I was going to talk to you about it," he said, voice cracking. I didn't know how." "Then you should have started with the truth." Another long silence. "I'm scared for you," he whispered. I come over and find things out of place. You're not yourself, Mom. I don't know what to do. I'm scared too, I said. But don't make decisions for me behind my back. I wasn't trying to. Yes, you were. Maybe not to hurt me, but you were trying to manage me. Like I'm not still here. Like I can't hear or think or feel. He was crying now. Quietly. I'm sorry, he said. I miss you. I miss the version of you who never needed help. I don't want to lose you completely. I felt my own tears slipping down my cheeks. But they weren't just tears of sadness, they were tears of being seen, heard, respected. I'm still here, Mark, I whispered. I may not be as fast or as sharp as I once was, but I'm still your mother. I know. Then let's talk. Really talk about what comes next. Together, he agreed, and in that moment, we took the first step not toward a nursing home or a hospital bed but toward something far more important: understanding. Because aging isn't just a decline, it's a transition. And every transition deserves dignity, even when it's wrapped in fear. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means the world and helps keep the content coming.